flower cards. As you can all see, my flower cards. I'm using my flower cards because I couldn't be bothered to go in the other room and get any more. So whenever you're all ready, I am here, willing and able. And yes, for those who was on last night, I've still got a migraine, but it's not as bad as it was. Okay. I've got a troublesome dog here that is waiting for more food. I've got a Cocker Spaniel that is food orientated. She's sitting here by my chair now, just looking at me and saying, "Mummy, I want some more food." Okay, so come and join me, whoever's on about you at the moment. I feel that Stace will now put you forward so you'll know that I'm on today. Instead of on at 4, I'm on at 1. Well, 3. I'm on at 12 till 1. Okay. Maybe we'll get some, maybe we won't. It doesn't matter. I'm just ready for the next step. I'm going to the hospital at 2 o'clock. My taxi's coming to pick me up at 1:45, and I'm coming home at 6:30. I have to stay to make sure that he eats his food, because otherwise he don't. Okay. Hello, Coral Henry. How are you today? I hope you're well. I'm going to choose you a flower card. So if you're ready, Coral Henry, you have got, this is called the Autumn Crocus. Oh, you're from Australia. How nice. Look at that. You've got the Autumn Crocus. Look at that beautiful flower. It's so upright. It grows in the forest and around woodlands, and it is quite a strong flower. It says, "As I love and accept myself, I allow transformation on all levels of my life." I'm feeling as though either you've got a headache or you've been feeling a bit headachy this last couple of days, because I know I have, but I just feel that I just wanted to stroke my head. But I feel you've had somebody stroking your head just recently. I know as I'm coming to you, I feel you have a strength, because this flower is quite strong, as you can see. The stems are quite strong and upright, and I feel you are a strong, upright person. Okay, I have a lady here with you, and this lady, she comes forward, Cara. She's saying that you are I'm talking to Coral Henry. Coral, as we're talking to you, I feel that you just need, just for a moment, just to sit back, because I've got this lady with you. And this lady, she gives me the name of Kath or Catherine. She is a small lady. She's very strong-willed. When she was on the earth plane, hello, Cara, as I said, and Linda and Katie. Hello. But as I said to you, Coral, there is, with this lady that is very focused with you. I feel when she was on the earth plane, she loved the kids. And where it's either your mom or your grandma. I don't know whether this lady was very much a person that kept herself to herself, but I feel you do. You only talk to people who you feel familiar with, or you feel more controlled with. What I'm saying to you, sweetheart, I'm saying to you, Coral, that although she is saying to you that you just like your own space and your own people and your own family, you have to know a friend to be more focused. Coral, the lady's given to me the name of Patricia, Margaret, and Dorothy. And I know this lady is very much, I say, your mom or your grandma. She loved all kinds of flowers, especially daffodils. She's saying here, Coral, that you have to start to just believe in yourself again. I know as I'm talking to the lady, she stepped aside, and I've got a gentleman with you. This gentleman is dad or granddad. A gentleman that was very strong in the mind, very strong in the body, until he got ill, and then he went downhill fast. He just said, just to say to you, trust in yourself, be yourself, and I know at the end of the day, whatever happens over the next 6 months, we'll see a different Coral Henry. All right, I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. And I'm going to talk to Cara from Australia. Okay, Cara, can I talk to you? I'm going to choose you a card. Let's shuffle them. Hello, everybody who's just arrived. I will see how many I can get round you. Hi, Cara Louise. I'm choosing you a card now. And I'm choosing you this card. And it's a wild carrot. Can you see? It is a wildflower. It grows quite abundantly in fields. It does come quite strongly. The rabbits love it because they eat the flowers. It says, my vulnerability is my greatest strength. Are you feeling vulnerable today? Do you feel a loss with yourself? You are very much welcome, Coral. Cara, as I see this flower, I just want you to start to believe in yourself again. Maybe being vulnerable is make you a person that doesn't hold back. But I feel sometimes you have to hold back to move forward. I don't know whether you're going through a difficult patch at the minute where you're not able to see the true picture. But I know that I have a lady with you, and this lady is mom or grandma. She's a lady that absolutely loved to be in the kitchen. It was her domain. Whatever she cooked in that kitchen, it was to help the family to have the sufficient food. She's showing me making apple pies. And I know the apples were very, very much the sweet kind. She didn't use the sour apples, she used the sweet kind, and would often put some sultanas in. She's saying here that you just need to take a leaf out of her book and start to bake yourself. Maybe you're a good baker. Maybe you're a person that needs to learn to cook. But whichever it is, I know at the end of the day, you are stronger than what you think you are. Sweet, I'm given Pearl. I know I heard the song Pearl's a Singer. So the name of Pearl, the name of Margaret, and also the names also of Joan and June. They're all connected around you, so that either family members or friends. The lady always also had a problem with her waterworks before she went to the spirit world. So it is either the cancer of the bowel, the cancer of the bladder, or cancer down the lower regions. She just put that onto me. Oh, you didn't know about, but you can ask the questions, can't you, sweetheart? So if you can ask the questions, the answers you get will show you that what I'm saying to you is right. Cara, are you looking for a new job or looking for a new relationship? Because I'm seeing new beginnings. I'm also seeing the name of Paris. So somebody is either the country of Paris or the town of Paris, or you understand where that is. You need to travel your pathway and get yourself back on track. Now is the time to get yourself focused more on you. I see with you also a gentleman. The gentleman is husband, father, or brother. I feel he passed quite suddenly, maybe cancer condition, or maybe just problems with the lungs, because I'm hearing him coughing. I am given Mark, John, and also Arthur. I know there is going to be some changes round about the end of September. Take that on board. Trust in yourself, sweetheart. See yourself in a different position, because Cara, life is for living. Live your life the best you can, sweetheart. Okay? So I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Okay. I want to talk to Linda Scanlon. That's who I'm talking to next. Linda Scanlon. Okay. Linda Scanlon. You still here, Linda? Hi, Linda. Let me get you your card. Linda, you have got the marsh orchid. This grows in the marshes, also grows in fields, and it very much is always in fields with sheep and cows. You can see the grasses that are growing up at the side of it. It's slightly bigger than the grasses, but it is still there. And it says, I love and honor the earth on which I am part. Sweetheart, there is so much love coming to you from the spirit world, because I have two ladies here with you. Aunt, Mum, Nan. I don't know. I've got these ladies here with you. And they're singing together. They're singing. Maybe they were in a choir. Maybe they were just two people that absolutely loved to sing. I feel you like to sing as well. One lady is about, I want to say about 5'2", and the other is about 5'4". One is wearing a burgundy cardigan. The other one is wearing blue. One has short curly hair and the other one has a bit longer. They are both ladies who love to be out and about together. I'm given Kath or Catherine. I am given Mary, and also I want to give you Dot. So they are the names they have given me. They say, Linda, you are strong, but you need to focus more on self. Also, I have a gentleman with you. The gentleman is Dad or Granddad. He gives me Jim and Bill, and also he says Tom. So they're all connected around you. I also have a dog with you, and it is a small terrier. He is with the gentleman. The gentleman is walking down a pathway. I can see him in a photograph on this pathway. So I know that he liked to do things. He's also telling me here that you just need for a moment to say to yourself, I am ready to move forward. Just don't let me do things too much. Okay. I also want to give you Brenda. Brenda. Okay. I've been told to give you a toffee apple as a memory from the gentleman about going to the fairground and having a toffee apple. And also, I know that you like candy floss, but they're very much with you every step of the way, sweetheart. And we love you to bits. Okay? So I'm going to leave that with you, Linda. And can I say thank you for working with me? I saw somebody here. Wait a minute. Darren Hunt, please. Can I come to you, Darren? Darren, I want to give you your card. And the card I'm giving you is the Pulsata. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? The purple and pink. The purple is your spirituality. The pink is for the love of mother. And I know you have either mother or grandmother in the spirit world. It says, I release all emotions that no longer serve my being. So, Darren, you need to start to focus more. I know with you, sweetheart, this flower is perfect for you on your spiritual pathway. The purple is there to bring you so much spirituality. And I know the love that you get from the spirit is coming from family. Okay, as I put that down, I sense with you, you need the strength and the knowledge and the love of your fellow man. I know that I have a gentleman here. The gentleman liked a pint of lager, and he also loved to be in the pub, either playing darts or playing pool, but this is what he is showing me, as do you. You're a person that holds people in high regard. But I know with you, sweetheart, you just have to start to think more about self. Sweetheart, this gentleman is giving me the names of Billy. He's just given me also Tom and John. So they're connected around you. I want to say to you, start to focus more on what you're getting from spirit. Write down what you're getting. There's a lot going on in your life at the moment that you sometimes don't always focus on self. The gentleman with you is in the pub now and he's laughing. It's the only thing is we can't taste it the same as what you are in a pub. As either dad or granddad, I feel. You understand why I want to give you Chelsea? Either the football team Chelsea or the name of Chelsea. Okay. I have a lady with you. The lady is about 5'5". She's slim in the body, glasses. She's wearing blue, like a blue top, and she's wearing navy blue trousers. And I know as she comes forward, she gives me Annie, Anne or Annie. And she just said about Mary as well. Darren, take on board what I've said. Know at the end of the day, whatever you do in the next few months, we'll see you coming into a different part of your pathway. I've just been given also Peter, so I know there's a Peter with you as well. So Darren, take on board what I've said and watch where the next few months sees a different person. Okay, sweetheart? And can I leave that with you? Katie Jackman, please. Can I talk to you? Right, Katie Jackman, you've got the crane's bill, and this is a lovely flower that strings along the hedgerows, this beautiful pink. It's one that grows abundantly, and it is a weed. It says, I allow my heart to expand with love. And this is what the message is to you, Katie Jackman. Your heart is to expand with love. This lovely flower, as we can see it, it looks as though it grows within the branches of the hedgerows. But I know there's a lot going on in your life today. And I feel you need to take a step in the right direction. You've asked for some advice. The advice to you is to get yourself on a spiritual pathway, follow the yellow brick road, show that you are ready to take on board what is going on. And I know, Katie, that whatever life brings you, you will find yourself. You need a circle that can help you to progress more. Katie, as I say, people should read some more books. Read the Celestine Prophecy. That tells you there's no such thing as a coincidence. The Way of the Peaceful Warrior. That shows you that you can overcome all difficulties. And the next book is Betty Shine's Workbook. That is short, sharp meditations that can help you to find you. Right, I have a lady with you. She looks a bit like me, if you can understand what I'm saying. Short hair, glasses, very much her face is quite strong in the facial features. She's got blue eyes. I've got brown. She loved water. I like water. But I feel this lady was very much a lady that she loved family. She loved what people did within a family. She's very much either your mum or your grandma. She's showing me her kitchen, and her kitchen is absolutely full of utensils and pans and everything. So she was always busy. She's showing me there's no fence high enough that you can't climb. So I know this is what you need at the moment. Katie, I'm given Kathleen. I'm also given Irish connections. I'm also given for you the name of Mary. And I've got a gentleman here, 5'9", strong in the body, loved to be in his garden. I can see him putting up the runner beans, and he's letting you know that he's around you. He's just said to you, stick to your guns, girlie. Get yourself back on track, and you will find your true path. So remember that, sweetheart. Follow your path. You will get there. Okay, sweetheart? I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Alison Plumley, please. Can I talk to you, sweetheart? Alison, I haven't spoke to you for a while, have I? You're welcome, Katie. You're welcome. Right. Alison, you've got the dahlia. This is a beautiful dahlia. I love dahlias because my favorite dahlia was an orange dahlia that my late cat used to lie under that dahlia and get all the shade he needed. It says, I have unconditional compassion for every emotion I feel. And you are an emotional person sometimes. But I just feel with you at the moment, I need to push you a bit in the opposite direction to what you're going in. I know that you're ready to take the next step forward. I know you do know how strong you are on the spiritual level. But this beautiful pink is from Mother Love. And I know I have Mother here with you. And she said that she passed over quite suddenly. She said you always held her hand. She's saying here that you had the strength. Oh, who's Stephanie? I've just been given the name of Stephanie for you. She just said, I had to give you Stephanie anyway. And she said that you are strong and abled, but sometimes you feel a bit lost with yourself. But Alison, now is the time to say to self, I can move forward and I will find where I need to be next. Alison, as this lady's talking to me, oh, right. So that's where Stephanie is. Are you having a few problems with Stephanie? Is she not very well at the minute? Because I just got Stephanie quite loud. Yes, your mum is your mum that's talking to me. Your mum is saying that you held her hand. Hi, Patrick. I know she's very much a lady that loved family. Alison, she said about taking charge of family again. Also, sweetheart, I am given Alison, I'm given the name of Maureen. Also, I want to give you Mary and Margaret. I just know at the end of the day, you have to follow your dreams. I know my husband's poorly in hospital, but I feel that you help any person that needs that helping hand. I know also that you just need for a moment just to slow down a bit. Gentleman comes now, husband, father, and or brother. Yes, Deborah, hopefully so, matey, hopefully so. Oh, sorry, Pamela, I just had that bad migraine yesterday. But yes, Alison, this gentleman with you is a husband, father, uncle or brother. He gives me Tommy, and also he gives me William. He said here that he brings you peace of mind. You have the gentleman who is with you so very full of life. I feel he had a cancer condition before he went to the spirit world. I know that he had a lot to say for himself. And I know he struggled with his breathing before he went. Is Stephen in the spirit world? Is this the gentleman I have with you? It was Uncle Kenny, was it? Okay. And he had the problem with his breathing. And your partner is in the spirit world? Yes, no, yes, no. Because this gentleman is very, very much with you. That's the cancer condition I've got with you. He's very much loves you to pieces, sweetheart. He's brought you red roses and he said, no more tears. Look to the future find yourself that Stephen I have with you then. Because I know I had your uncle. I've also got your father or your father-in-law and your partner. I thought husband. But I know he's sent you all the love for the rest, what you need. And he says, keep helping. He said, you are absolutely wonderful. And he said, thank you for doing all you did for me. No more tears, sweetheart. No more tears. Stephen is saying, when you can focus more, you will see him. He promises you. All right, sweetheart. I'm going to leave that with you, Alison, and say thank you for working with me. Oh, I couldn't find you, Moons. I was looking for you just a minute ago, but all the things moved around. So I'm going to talk to you, Moons 7 Arter, the Scottish lady, because I want to give you some shortbread. And I feel the shortbread was made by a lady in the spirit world. So, sweetheart, and I am going to give you, and this is a strange flower. It is called the Corintha orchid. It's a wild orchid, look. Purple, full of life, same as I want to give you the lovely, it's called a Corintha orchid. And it says, I am willing to find new ways to express my creativity. You're a male, are you? Oh, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Male or female. I don't care. I just give you the message, sweetheart. Sweetheart, there's so much love going for you from the spirit world. And I know when I give you this beautiful flower, it's for your pathway forward. You need to start to think about yourself a bit more. And I know that you have quite a lot of love to give. I know on your spiritual pathway, you give so much to other people. I feel with you at the moment, I'm sitting here and it is quite strange. I'm sitting here like this. And I have a man that used to sit here like this. He has a small round table next to him. Oh, for goodness sake, what on earth? Oh, my goodness me, I don't tell we're going to have collywobbles again, because it is really, really strange again today. Okay, it's showing me that you just need for a few moments just to think about yourself. As I showed you this gentleman, he's got a bottle of whiskey with him. The whiskey, it's telling me, is Glenfiddich. He said he loved a good smoky whiskey. He said he loved Lancroix as well. I don't know whether this is your dad, your granddad, but I know this gentleman loved his whiskey. But I wanted to give you, I told you, I want to give you shortbread. And I know the lady I have with you also made shortbread. But the gentleman I'm talking to you at the moment is very much a gentleman that loved to be out, and he's just telling me about the Scottish connections. He's telling me that you love to be out on the Highlands. And what he's saying to me is there's no two mountains high enough that you can't climb. And I feel with you at the moment, this is what your life is about. Knowing who you are. Maybe you are a medium in your own right and can help lots of people. But whatever is happening around you at the moment, I feel you're a bit lost at the minute. And I know that you just need just that helping hand. And this is what your granddad is saying. I'm given Malcolm, the name of Malcolm. I'm also given as well the names of Paul. And I want to give you John as well. Right, I've got the lady with you now, the lady that made shortbread. She's a small lady, big gob on her. She said, I had to let myself be known. She said, I had to let the Weens know. The Weens know that I meant business. She's very much a lady, and I felt the name of Jessie. Also, I want Sadie with you. She said about taking the challenge. She said, at the end of the day, sweetheart, follow your dreams. I felt you were a healer, but you want to be more in the right circle to help you to move forward. I know with you, sweetheart, maybe you need to read a few more books. One book which I found very good with me was The Moon Over Water. Also about Betty Shine's workbook. That will help you. I know I have to give you the name of Julie as well. You'll know, Susan, you will know. But at the end of the day, sweetheart, I'm going to leave you with that and just take things on board. You will get there, I promise you, in your own time. But you've got to trust as well, sweetheart, as well. Trust in yourself, because that's the main part of being a medium, is being able to trust. Okay, sweetheart, I'm going to leave that with you. And I want to say thank you for working with me. And I'm going to talk to Elizabeth Kenny, please. Elizabeth Kenny. Elizabeth, you're being given the Ragged Robin. How pretty is that flower? Purple, pink, white. It's only a small flower, but it's so full. The bees and also the butterflies love this flower. Can you see? Isn't it pretty? It's like my nails, look. Same colours. It says, I trust and believe in the angelic realms. Isn't that lovely? This is a card that is going to help you to progress. Elizabeth, you are a strong lady. You have so much love to give to other people, but you know you can only go so far when you've got idiots that keep pulling you down. You can't choose your friends, but you can choose your wonderful family. I know there is so much love coming to you from the Spirit. But Elizabeth, I am just seeing you, knowing that you have got to take the next step, which is forward. Sweetheart, I've got a lady with you. She gives me Mary, the name Mary. She's showing me a lock. Lock nay? Would it be lock nay? Because she just said about lock, the locks. She's saying here that you like to walk around the water. You like to feel the energy of the water. And she's saying to you that you have to take everything on board. Elizabeth, this lady is either your mom or your nan. She said that you know how far you've come, but you want to know how far you've yet to go. I know with you, sweetie, as she's talking to me, she said you have to trust in yourself. And I know, sweetheart, there is so much love. But you send your love out, don't you? You send your love out daily to your family and to your friends. I know there's a lot going on in your life at the moment where you don't seem to be able to focus a bit more. But I know once you begin to focus, you'll find where you're going, sweetie. The lady's saying to you that I have to make you some soda bread. So she used to make soda bread. She said here that there is a lot going on in your life where you need to shut the door to the past, but move forward on your path. Elizabeth, a gentleman now coming forward. He had a problem with his head. He either had a stroke or an embolism. He's just put that on to me. He's given me the name of Danny, Patrick, and Sean, spelled S-E-A-N. Family or friends? He says, "Hey, Trouble. How you doing?" And he said, listen to the words of the song by Daniel O'Donnell, Footsteps. Footsteps following me. Footsteps I cannot see. That is the name of the song, and it's by Daniel O'Donnell. So if you can listen to the words of that song, you will know that you can get the information that you've needed. All right, sweetheart, I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. And I want to talk to Susan Durrett, please. I'm a dinger. Thank you, Patrick. A dinger. Oh, God. Oh, my goodness me. Oh, yes, Susan. Susan, you've got the tulip. Look at that lovely pink tulip. Can you see it, lovey? And it says, I release what was to embrace growth and regeneration. This beautiful tulip is telling me that you like the spring flowers and that you know how far you've come since you started to join spiritual circles and see how we work. You need to find you again, sweetheart. And what I'm seeing with you is finding a circle that can accommodate you and help you to move on your spiritual pathway. Oh, right. Okay. Right. Susan, I'm laughing here at Patrick. Don't worry. What I'm asking you to do is read some books. I've written a book and it's called Spirit and I. And you can get it from Amazon. But it is a book about my life and how I got into spirituality. If you need some guidance there by reading my book, it will help you. Another book to read is The Way of the Peaceful Warrior. That tells you there's no such thing as not being able to do things for yourself. You have to find self to move forward. And the way of, as I said, The Way of the Peaceful Warrior, it is about an athlete who damaged his back. And yet you will find that you can overcome your difficulties. And that's what you need. Right, I have a lady with you. And this lady, as she comes forward, Mum or Grandma, she's brought me the names of Marion. She's just brought me the name of Doreen and Patricia. So I know they're connected around you. She's a small lady, big voice, always knew when things were not going right. She would also say it as it was. She's saying here, trust in yourself, sweetheart. She's sitting up a table. The table has got a chenille tablecloth on that is red. She has a bowl in the center of the table. The table has also got little tiny placemats on made out of crochet. She was a lady that loved to crochet. She's saying here that now is the time to focus more on self. There is a lot going on in life. Just take your life as it is. You know, at the end of the day, whatever's happened around you will make you focus more on self. Okay, sweetheart. There's a gentleman now with you. This gentleman, as he comes forward, he gives me the names of Roy and also Arthur. I know they are family, and I know they bring lots of love for you. He loved his garden. He also loved to be out and about. He would help anybody who needed help. And I know now that you need just to take on board what your family say to you. But join a circle, Susan. Find you. Okay, sweetheart? And can I leave that with you and say thank you for working with me? Come on, savvy angel Tam, let's talk to you. All right, here's your card, savvy. You've got toad flax. This is a lovely flower that is quite wild. It grows wild. The colour purple and white, they're on the same flower if you look. It's very much like a lupin. It's spreading the seeds, and I feel you need to spread your seeds. Maybe with you, you need just to settle down and look to family and find how far you have come. This says, as I surrender to what is, each moment is a miracle. And I feel sometimes you are a miracle worker. You try your best to help all people who need that helping hand. But sometimes you need that helping hand. And I know that is what you need at the moment. I know they're all over the other side, but you've got lots of friends, sweetheart. And you can talk to friends about your family. I know I have a lady with you, and the lady that's with you is about, I want to say she's about 5'4". She liked to brew and bake. Especially she liked to bring in the cake she made. She always made a cake for birthdays. She made jellies. She made stew and dumplings. She loved to cook. And this is what she's saying to you. I know, Savvy, you are a strong lady, but you need to join a circle. That circle will help you to open up. And as I said about my book will help you to understand more about spirituality, and also Betty Shine's her workbook that will help you. The lady is very much in charge of what she wants to say to you. We all live for a short span of time. We can't live forever. But once you can join a circle and to be able to open yourself to spirit, you'll be able to talk to them yourself. And one of the best things to do is get yourself a book and a pen and start a journal. Write down a question you want to ask one of your family members in the spirit world. First thing that comes to mind, write it down. And keep writing until you can't write anymore. And close your book. Don't read it. Do that for 7 times. On the 7th time, read from the beginning, and you will find all the answers to your questions. You just have to believe you can do it. Okay, sweetheart. I'm given Rita, the name of Rita. I'm given the name of Jean or Jeannie. I'm also given as well William. There's also, I need you to take the name of Joanne, Julie, and also I want to give you Sandra. But your questions you have to ask yourself. You'll get the answers. I promise you, you will get your answers. But you just need to believe in yourself a bit more. But your answers are positivity, truth, and knowledge. All right, sweetheart, I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Okay, sweetheart, I'm going to talk to Joanne Griffins if I can. Joanne. Right, sweetheart. Joanne Griffiths. Joanne, you've got the primrose. Shy, retiring primrose. Also, where my finger is, there's a little tiny violet. But if you look there, you've got 7 flowers. And I see those 7 little tiny primroses is for July. It says, I awaken to my full potential. Joanne, I feel you just need for a moment or two to reflect on the positives around you at the moment. Reflect on what you want in life. You're questioning yourself too much. But I know at the moment you have to push yourself a bit more forward to find the true you. I know at the end of the day, it's what happened around you. Joanne, there's a lovely, lovely lady with you. This lady is mother, aunt, or grandma. She said Sylvia. I don't know whether it's the song Sylvia's Mother or it is your mother. But I heard Sylvia's mother. I also know the name of Linda is important. And I also know as well, Margaret is important as well. I know this lady that's with you. She loved her kitchen. It was painted and decorated especially for her. She chose it. She loved the color purple. And I know as she's given me this, she's saying to you, she struggled before she passed. I don't know whether she had a cancer condition or she had a stroke condition, but it's down the left-hand side. Joanne, she's just saying to you, trust in your own possibilities. She said, you are stronger than what you think you are. She said, knowledge is a fine thing. And I know at the end of the day, you will find who you are. As she sits back, a gentleman's just come into the room. Her husband or father. I know this gentleman, he's given me the name of John. He's saying to you that life is for living. Live your life. Joanne is saying to you, I feel it's very much a dad or a granddad. He loved to be in his garden. He loved to always show his feelings. And he loved to read. He's showing me books. And I know there was a bookshelf that had many books. I know also with you, sweetheart, there was a lot going on in his life before he passed. Sweetheart, I'm given Bill as well as John. And I know at the end of the day, sweetheart, you have to trust in yourself. All right, sweetheart? And my last card for today is going to Roz Sherry. Roz Sherry. Roz, you've got the peony. Can you see that lovely flower? It is pale pink, but the way the sunlight is showing you is white. But it is pale pink with white, red. Can you see that? And it says, I am a divine expression of the Creator. This lovely white pinky, this flower is for you. It is one of the most beautiful flowers that comes out in April. It is a strong flower that opens up as a little bud and then just flowers out. And I feel you flower out. And this is how you are at this moment. I'm sorry, the rest of you, but I have to leave at 1 because I've got my husband. I've got to get ready to get to my husband in hospital. But Roz, as I'm talking to you now, I have a lady with you that absolutely loved peonies. She had red ones in her garden. She was very much a lady that was very strong-minded. If she wanted to say something, she did. If she wanted anybody's impressions of her to change, she would say straight away. You know, she loved all kinds of flowers, but she loved the peonies. I'm given the names of Angela, the names of Margaret, and also Dorothy. I will, Patrick, don't worry. I know at the end of the day, this lady was very strong. So do I, sweetheart. It's costing me a bomb going to the hospital. Roz, there is also with her a sense of knowing that she didn't have patience. But the patience she had was a game of patience, which she would sit at the table and play. You're welcome, Deborah. I know as I'm talking to her, she said you remember her as a child, always knowing that she had something to say. She's just brought down a biscuit tin and it's got Cadbury's chocolate fingers in it. So I feel that whenever the kids went round, they would always have a chocolate biscuit. Roz, she's very much part and parcel of your life. Thanks, Julia. I know with you, you just need to take a step back at the moment, she's saying. Gentleman now coming in, and he gives me the name of Robert. I don't know whether this is an uncle, a father, but he's given me Robert, maybe known as Bob. And he said Iris, Bob and Iris. So either family members or friends. But I know he just brought me that in, and he's just brought me a green gate, roses up a trellis, and he loved his garden. It's your brother-in-law, is it? And he's still on the earth plane. So can we send out some healing for him if he's still on the earth plane? Sorry, Keith, this is my last reading. Sorry, sweetheart, I can't say anything. He's not on the earth plane, so he's in the spirit. Okay, so he's the gentleman that's bringing healing. All right? So the healing's needed around you. Oh, right. He's very much a strong man. He's brought me the roses. And he's just brought you a yellow rose and a red rose for your sister. Okay, for whoever it is. But I know, sweetheart, love comes to you. Okay? So, good afternoon, everybody. I'm sorry I can't stay on a bit longer, but I'll be back on Wednesday, hopefully at the usual time. So, good day. God bless. Love you all.